Hey everybody, I'm Chef Tom with atbbq.com, and this is maple miso sweet potatoes. Well, I've said it before, I'll say it again, every great holiday main dish needs a great side dish to go alongside. And honestly, this side dish is enough to just munch on by itself. We're making maple miso sweet potatoes cut into thick chunks like steaks, and then a sweet potato yogurt puree to go underneath. First thing we're gonna do is peel a couple of sweet potatoes. So now we're gonna slice these things about 1 inch to 1.5 inches thick. Those ends we'll leave off. This is what's gonna go into the puree, and then we're gonna sear these medallions on the grill. So we're gonna hit these with a little bit of roasted garlic oil. Give them a toss in that. Give our seasoning something to stick to. And then we're gonna hit them with the Meat Church Blanco. I love this seasoning. It's become a favorite. I use it on burgers all the time. It's a pretty broad seasoning, salt, pepper, garlic, onion, a few other special things in there to really set off the flavor. I'm just gonna let one side be seasoned for now. We'll season the other side when we flip them on the grill. Today we're cooking on the Yoder Smokers YS 640S pellet grill. It's running at 450 degrees. I'm gonna throw in some more of that garlic oil, and then inside our Lodge 12-inch steel skillet. I'm doing this the wrong way, guys. We're gonna put these seasoned side down and get a good sear on them before we braise them in our maple miso concoction that we're getting ready to go make. A little bit more Meat Church Blanco on the top now. All right, let's go mix up this maple miso. Start with some red miso here. You could use white miso too, just a slight bit of a flavor differentiation there. Then we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of our tapped maple syrup and 1 cup of water. You just give that a good mix. And then once these things get seared off, we're gonna add this to the pan and just kind of let it reduce down and caramelize. Getting a hard sear on these potato pieces. Just want to move them and rotate them so they're all getting that direct flame, that direct heat from the flame, I should say. And then once we've got a good sear on the opposite side, we can add in that maple miso. Now that maple miso braise is going to kind of deglaze the bottom of the pan. You see those little bits floating up. I'm going to make sure that this is simmering. And then we're just going to move this to a little bit more indirect position and let that sauce kind of reduce down, caramelize. Now that sauce is reducing down, we're going to throw in some butter here at the end just to add some extra creaminess. Let's just move those around a little bit so they can melt into the sauce. Our little bits are starting to get tender. Yeah, if I can push into it with the tongs like that, then those are done. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna take the end bits and just throw them into a quart container and blitz up some of this yogurt sauce that we're gonna serve all of this stuff on top of. I'm gonna add to this 1 clove of garlic that's been minced up, teaspoon of feta cheese for a little funkiness, and then a couple of cups of plain whole Greek yogurt. I'm going to use an immersion blender for this, although you could just throw it into a food processor as well. But we just kind of want to mix everything together, break down those sweet potatoes, turn this into a nice creamy puree. Maple miso is reduced down. We're going to do the toothpick test right here. There should be a little bit of resistance, but it should still feel soft, so it's going to hold together, not mush, but not be too soft or too hard to cut through with a fork. Just kind of move these around to coat them in that sauce. So if I'm doing these as a side, then I'm probably just going to do one at a time. But if I was going to do this as a full plate, you could do 2 or 3. Get a couple dollops of that yogurt sauce down. And then we'll land our sweet potatoes. Top that off with some pistachios, a little bit more feta cheese, and then just serve something as simple as some dressed arugula on the side. And that's just 3 parts vinegar to 1 part, or sorry, 3 parts oil to 1 part vinegar. And finish that off with just a little bit more maple syrup on top. All right, let's get that bite now. Got a nice little bit of firmness to it still. But I want some of that yogurt sauce. You get that char taste right off the bat, which is awesome. So I would cook this on the grill. The sear really helps out a lot. Now the potato itself, super tender. Got great flavor from that Blanco seasoning. Man, this yogurt sauce though, changes everything. It's tangy, but it's got the sweet potato flavor in it. The feta is funky. And with all this creaminess going on, it really helps out a lot to have those pistachios and something fresh, like some freshly dressed arugula. It's bright, it's tangy. Everything's balancing out. You're not even gonna miss the meat in this one, so I'd say go ahead and veg out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out atbbq.com for all the products featured in today's video. If you enjoy the recipe, hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below, and let's be good to one another. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to atbbq.com/thesauce. All things barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.